BallsandBones.com. I am Metal Mark, here with two of the beasts from Chimaira right here in Atlanta for the Music for the Weapon tour. How you guys doing, man?
Doing good, you?
Real good. Real good? And how's this tour been for you guys?
Yeah, it's been incredible. You know, big tour, start off the tour cycle, a lot of cool bands, real good.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in the studio working on it, now you're finally out unleashing the thing. The Infection is coming out shortly. You know it's coming. Everybody's talking about this album. What can people expect from the upcoming Chimaira album?
I think that you'll hear exactly, the core of the band that's always been present since day one. But like all of our albums, we seem to evolve and change it up just a little bit to make it different and interesting for ourselves and then ultimately for the listener. So I think you can expect that. I feel that it's better songs and a lot heavier than, and I'm not being cliche like, oh, ours is our heaviest album yet.
Heaviest one ever, man.
But it kind of is.
Right on.
It definitely. I wouldn't say it definitely is the heaviest one.
Do you have a favorite song on the new album that we should look out for?
It changes every day.
Yeah.
Really?
That's one good thing about it.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
We actually like every single song on it. It was hard to choose.
Yeah, you really can't have a favorite. Yeah. It's like the whole album. You just like it.
It's very cool. They all did a lot of special packaging with this album. I mean, you have a whole briefcase full of everything. Who came up with the idea? I mean, you're just giving a lot back to your fans, which is very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, who came up with all that?
We've been trying to do something like this for forever,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when we were on Roadrunner, they really didn't have the vision, share the same vision that we did. So with Ferret and things going well with our first album, Resurrection, with them, it was like, all right, I think these guys would be willing to do something. So we kind of just all brainstormed between me, Chris, and the guys at Ferret, what we can make to make it awesome, and we just kind of went with the title and tried to have the artwork be for the vocals and the lyrics rather, and the packaging is all tied in together.
Oh, yeah.
So everything has to make sense. So it just took a lot of brainstorming, a lot of thought, and it was just one idea fed off another, and so on and so on. And so they're just awesome to work with, and they really helped to put this whole thing into fruition. It's like I'll come up with like an idea, and then Ferret guys will be like, yeah, that's a great idea, and we can do this to it, and then Chris will come on top and say, well, I can do this to those two ideas, and it's usually how it works with all the artwork and stuff like that.
Now, y'all, for me personally, y'all have been one of the best live bands I've ever seen since I've seen you from back in the day.
Thank you.
I mean, I was always wondering about you guys. Do y'all have like a certain pre-show ritual before you guys go on stage? I mean, a lot of bands go out and eat together.
Things that we can talk about. I mean, there's nothing, that happens. It's just kind of normal.
Just kind of warm up and stretch.
Stretch.
Exactly.
Make your fingers warm.
Yeah, that's about
nothing out of the ordinary.
Hell yeah. I mean, y'all been around. I think it was last year was the 10-year anniversary of Chimaira.
Yes, sir.
I mean, how would you say metal has changed from then till now? Do you think it's in a better state?
It actually feels a little different. It feels pretty good.
It feels better. To me, metal's always like a constant roller coaster. It's always up and down, but still always there.
Yeah,
it's always there. Now it's kind of going.
Everyone's got like new albums coming out this year. Like there's a lot of bands in our that are our peers and stuff. So from our generation of bands as well. So it kind of feels like it's really busy right now, and it feels kind of like it feels like the fans are starting to care more about us than they ever have before.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Well, what's one thing about, not necessarily you personally, but what's one thing about the band that not many people know that may surprise them?
Well, half the members used to be women.
Yeah. We're gonna let that out on this album. God, that's a good question.
What don't they know? I mean, we're pretty open. The DVDs like really sum us up. I mean, there's
nothing we really hide at all.
Yeah, there's nothing we hide. I mean, and we're filming as always, so I mean, there's more to learn.
There'll be another one coming.
Very cool. Well, after this tour, what's next for you guys?
Summer off.
Summer off?
Yeah, just regrouping, getting ready for whatever else is to come. Everything's being booked right now, so there's nothing set in stone.
Nothing set in stone? Very cool.
We're going to keep touring.
Yeah, it's going to be at least you know, after the summer, at least another year straight of touring. So minimum. So we're gonna be real busy. So we're just kind of taking it slow, pacing ourselves rather than tour. One day off, next tour. One day off, next tour, and that just burns us out fast. And we're in a position now where we can just go and, you know, we're not going to take that time. It's not that we don't want to work. We want to play everywhere in the world once or twice at least on this album.
Yeah.
It's just more of a, you know, just not killing ourselves to do that. Work smarter, not harder. You know.
Exactly. Now, do you have any last words to the fans that watch?
Fuck you.
Perfect.
Thank you guys for everything.
Yeah, thank you. Album's coming out in 2 weeks. So
In 2 weeks.
April 21st, one day late.
Indeed. Why is that?
Because it has to be on Tuesdays for some reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, 420 didn't come out.
420
420
plus one.
I mean, like, look
420
at
plus one, man.
There's a bunch of albums
That's
coming out.
extra
We
stone.
should call this album plus one.
Plus one.
Extra stone. Yeah, it's extra stone.
Oh yeah, well thank
For
you all
one
very
day.
much, man.
Thank you very
Once
much.
again, 2 weeks,
Killer.
The Infection will come out and come into your head and blow your mind. Get ready for Chimaira. They are coming out. Summer off, but after that, they'll be in your face.
Yes, sir.
Playing the metal. I'm Metal Mark for SkullsandBones.com.